Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hades, where today we're back to it. We're trying it again. 32 heat. I'm using approximately, I think, the same 32 heat that we were using last time. It's scary, but there's no version of 32 heat that isn't, right? And we're just gonna take the old igneous. I've already forgotten what it's called. Igneous Eden. We're gonna take this. We're gonna take the old Satan gun out on the town. That's what I'm saying. The aspect of Lucifer. I don't know if we want to actually spend blood on this. I kind of think the Hellfire Blast is not the thing about this gun that is powerful and interesting, so I don't really think it's like a high priority. I don't know if this is the weapon for this. Honestly, the Chiron bow with Hangover on the special is going to be hard to beat, I think. But I also think that there's maybe a lot of stuff going on with this. So, we got to pick a strategy here. We got to decide what we're going to be aiming for. Obviously, I do still like the theory of the passive revenge build, and maybe that's a good thing to go for. We could try it with, like, if we wanted to aim for that again, we could go Zeus on the attack. I was looking through these, like, Zeus on the attack is interesting. Poseidon on the attack is less interesting. I like the idea of constant pushback, but as we saw last time, it's not a very large amount of constant pushback. That said, with Poseidon, you do get a very large amount of just like a raw damage modifier, which is significant because like the actual attack is dealing a huge amount of your damage. Certainly, before you have a lot of boons and additives and stuff. The Athena boon is probably good. Like the laser being reflective definitely has some value. Again, with Aphrodite, you're just going for... So with any of the boons, like these three, where you're going for where you're getting a large percentage modifier, you're way more committed to trying to hold the beam on someone for a long time, and I think that's going to be less safe to do on 32 heat with all the modifiers we have running. So, I think Zeus is actually pretty compelling. If we can actually get Chain Lightning, I'm assuming there will be some kind of internal cooldown on how often it will shoot the lightning bolts, much like there is with the lightning off the special. But even so, it could be very, very good, depending on what that cooldown is. Potentially, Ares Doom on attack with the stacking Doom boon could also be really cool. With Artemis, you're again in the stand and shoot place. I think if you want to do a stand and shoot, like hold the beam to a high value type build, Artemis is the way to go for that over the other three. Dionysus, I would imagine it would be very, very good with the Hangover. Although, I believe the base value, I can't open my codex in this menu. I believe the base value on Dionysus. How do you spell Dionysus? Okay, it's not as big a difference as I thought. I thought the base value on the Hangover special was quite a bit higher than the one on the attack Hangover. However, I'm reasonably sure that you always only get +1 damage per tick on this from palms, whereas, as we've seen in the past, the early palm, at least the first palm, can be 2 damage per tick on Drunken Flourish, which is significant, given how quickly it ticks. And remember, that's like, this is happening 5 times every 0.5 seconds if you're stacking it properly. So I'm sort of in love with that strategy. Like the Chiron Hangover, I think, is really, really powerful. And if we can't make the laser gun work, we may go back to that. But let's try this, just for a little bit of a change of pace. Let's try this with the lightning and see where it goes. And if we go this way, then we can still try to play into the duo boon potentially, or not. You know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're forcing it as much as we can, as we have seen in previous 32 heat attempts. There is a limited amount that you can force it.
Rewarded.
Now that is an entirely unusual design, even for Exegryph. So then the waking phrase has worked. That aspect bearer, Lucifer, was it? Struck his own Lord Father. Tried to, anyway. A not uncommon story, it would seem.
Yeah, there's definitely some echoes.
The goods.
Alright, rare quality lightning strike. I think we cannot pass it up. Let's see if it does the thing we want it to. Hold up. Okay. I mean, it looks like it.
All right.
It looked like it was emitting lightning pretty quickly there.
The rhythm of your visits here over the course of time is pleasant, son of Hades.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. Enshrouded Strike, man. Enshrouded is tricky, but obviously we do want anything that helps us with our attack, so I think we're just going to take that and preserve the rerolls for later. Show me... Oh, right. Right, just go to whichever exit is closest all of the time. It is absolutely shooting lightning with every single tick. That seems real good. The laser is always a little bit shorter than I'm expecting. Yeah, okay. Ah. Just getting hit by absolutely nothing, which you cannot do with this much heat. Like, even here really early on, these mistakes are costly. It's hard to heal. Oh, right, I didn't reload. I gotta remember to reload. When we're dashing between targets, we gotta make sure we are reloading. You can see, that's gonna be tough for me. Okay, that's a pretty bad one. That said, we have no idea... Alright, I'm gonna do it. We're going blind Erebus Gate. I'm not even using the Hellfire at all. I definitely should be.
I have a challenge for you, boy.
Can't touch me, you wretches.
I have to say... Oh, man.
Already?
Yes, already. I have to say, I like the idea here. I don't know if this is going to turn out to be the right thing, but I like it a lot. Probably blind Erebus Gate was a silly thing to do. That's my bad.
Well, moving on.
Well, we got one entire health back. Good to see that the onion is unaffected by our, Oh, God. Wait a second. You don't have to stop shooting the beam while dashing. It just stays out. Okay, that is the thing I did not realize before. I'm getting manhandled by these skulls. This is a nightmare. I thought about reworking the mirror to, That's bananas. I thought about reworking the mirror to try to remove some of the extra perks on armored enemies, but I just don't really think it's viable to do much else. Okay, I love the lightning laser. Best video game laser? Honestly, maybe.
Lord Zeus has gotten to you first, I see. My father's gifts are generous indeed, though I think I can help in my own way.
What a coincidence. What a coincidence that this dude would show up. I will absolutely take Curse of Pain.
The will to fight.
And now we get to see. Hooray. Alright, I've done a real bad job here. And we are definitely set up for failure. This run may be lost because of how badly I've been screwing up, but it has already taught us some things of value. Yeah, it's gonna be a minute before I'm using that at full effectiveness because it's so in my brain that you stop shooting when you're dashing. Holy gods! Look at this. And also dashing is when I'm trying to like train myself to reload. Attack pierces foes. I do love Doom over a larger area, but what if attack pierces foes? Does it generate a chain lightning for each foe that is hit by each tick, I wonder? And then burns through the armor faster, and we're gonna take this.
Let's go, Exegriff.
Sure. If I can get Trippy Shot, I'd take it. Also, boy.
Blast.
It feels like the gods are on our side a little bit here with the duo boon being offered to us so early. Well, the prereqs for the duo boon being offered to us so early. But keep in mind, this is not even really the best version of this, because we could have gotten higher rarity on the Zeus boon.
The key
So
to any halfway decent feast is lots and lots of preparation, man. Or maybe just happen to improvise, you know?
I like to think I'm decent at the second one. Positive outlook might be super relevant, but also trippy shot.
Strong
But
stuff.
also, they just handed me the trippy shot. I don't know, maybe we should be trying to stick to having boiling blood available. I love how quickly this is going to strip the blue health off of everything in any area. Oof. I double dashed in the direction, like I double dashed along the axis of his attack, and I didn't move far enough to get out of the attack. That's no good. Yeah, like look at that. It just strips all the armor immediately. This rules. I like it very much. This is definitely the strategy we're going to be trying for the next couple of runs. I mean, I'm not going to throw this one away yet, but we could almost certainly do better, right? I was talking a little bit in the Spelunky series recently about a thing we used to do in Magic playtesting when we were prepping for tournaments, like working out matchups, where we would keep a D6 next to each player. Would keep a D6 next to the game, and when you saw yourself making an error, you would increment your D6, and if it got to 6, you lose. If it got to 6, you had to scoop out of the game and start over. Just to train yourself to do, especially the beginning parts of the game correctly, because having a solid foundation of play is pretty important. I was kind of hoping it would show us... Oh, you know what? Never mind. I was going to say I was kind of hoping it would show us a Kiss of Styx, but right, we wouldn't be able to afford one. They're going to be 360, right? It may well be the case that we have to save all of our money for potential Kisses of Styx. So I do, especially if you're practicing or training, I do think there's value to that approach, to working the beginning of it out over and over again until you have it right. But also, to some extent, I gotta consider entertainment value here, and it's a little bit different, I think, in Spelunky, where restarting a run is a matter of, like, a second. Oof. Dashed toward him because I was too enamored of the idea that I could do a little bit of evasion while continuing to shoot. Is it possible that I don't got enough brain in my head to do all of the things at once? Maybe. Maybe. I don't think that that's beyond the realm of reality.
For me,
That's a shame. That's what I was really looking for, obviously.
strongest.
I'm not even using my other stuff. You know what?
Going in.
Commit. If we're getting low, let's get low, shall we?
In the name of Hades.
47% special damage up is fine, but not really that exciting.
Got anything else?
Cast damage up is potentially compelling. So is Enshrouded Grasp. I think we'll take this, though. Take that. Should have broken the pot before touching the boon.
Hear me on my authority.
When you think about it, that's pretty obvious, because we know that you can get that thing.
I would
Reroll.
like none of these.
Okay, that's not what I thought it was going to be. Oh, right, we can't pull the other one yet. We don't have a Revenge Boon. We don't have the prereqs. But I will take this. That's definitely interesting. We're going to get our asses handed to us.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
225 on the clock, I think, is the best we've done in Tartarus so far, though. that's just me dashing in like arbitrary directions instead of useful directions. Like me pressing the dash button is by itself going to solve my problems. Oh, I was looking at my cursor, looking at where I'm aiming instead of where I'm standing. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one to get out of. But I still got hit by some of the other stuff. This is going super badly, but I think we potentially have a strat here. And then, like, imagine this with Jolted or with any of the passive revenge stuff happening. The damage output is really nice.
That's that then.
That is certainly that then.
I can do this.
It took me a full minute to beat her. That is not great
Just be a
time.
moment, Father.
I will say Tisiphone takes longer than the other two because she spends a larger portion of the fight invincible. You have to the fight completely stops for several seconds, multiple times.
Which one?
So we already have Ares. We already have Zeus. If we're trying to pull duos, I might actually go. Let's do Athena.
Should help.
And then we gotta wash something away. We don't have a lot of stuff to wash away, do we? Actually, yeah, we've only received 4 actual boons. We have to wash away the duo, or Trippy Shot, which will make the duo useless. Right, because we definitely don't want to give up these two. So, I guess the other thing I could do is I could decide we're not gonna try the passive revenge thing. I think I'm gonna.
There goes that one.
It feels a little weird, but I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, right, and the Chaos Curse means we don't even get the money for the thing.
Heading up.
That's a thing to remember. If you're approaching the end of a biome with the rules we're currently playing with, the you can't make money curse is actually very significant. Alright, well, my suspicion is this run's not going to last that much longer. We will probably be able to die and then get back out there anew, but I like where this is headed. I like the basic idea here.
Rearming.
Right. Reload your gun. What if you had ammunition in your gun? Can you imagine? Alright, so you get a little hit stun when you break their armor, regardless of whether or not you would ordinarily be able to get a hit stun due to your very weak and non-stunning weapon. I'll tell you what, if this were like World of Warcraft or something, I would, and I was playing these mechanics as my class, I would mod an ammo counter into the middle of the screen.
Shiny.
It's very hard for me to keep track of how much ammunition we have left and when we're going to need to reload. Because I have to be looking at Zagreus all the time to be sure I'm safe. Like, even looking away from Zagreus just to be like, hey, where's my cursor right now? Can be tremendously dangerous, as we have seen. The fact that you can dash while using the laser, though, is bananas. Super valuable. Really great thing to know. Yeah, using the other tools properly is also a huge boon to the damage.
Crushed.
Oh, I did allow myself to become stone. That's that's what happened. I just became stone.
My boon from Master Chaos has evolved.
Cool. I'm really happy that it no longer makes me not able to make money. Well,
And we're off.
at this point, why not, I ask you? Alright, we're going Zeus first.
Whichever god I don't pick won't be pleased.
Does he offer the revenge? He offers Jolt. I'll take Jolt.
Thunder and lightning.
War shall be waged here, no matter what, my kin. But even still, I am dismayed you would have sided against me.
Oh, come on. All's fair, right?
Away, I guess. He's angry now.
got caught reloading because I started reloading while stationary. So the fact that we can fire the laser while dashing and not lose intensity does make me reconsider the value of those percentage-based attack increases. Right, like it's way easier than I realized to damn it. It's way easier than I realized to hold the beam on people. And that definitely changes our math a little bit.
It is unwise to side against me in a war.
You had nothing to do with any of that. Yeah, that's interesting.
Something back there.
Does that mean that it would be better to try a Poseidon thing, or even like Athena on attack, maybe? I don't know. I really like that lightning. It might not be that the lightning is the best math, but it is a very good visual, right? Like it's impressive to look at.
Oh, I recognize that look. That is the look of someone who just got here after having met a most unfortunate demise, courtesy of the notorious bloodless wave makers. How do they make those waves, and why do they hurt so much? Plenty of time to think it over now.
Right.
You know, I'm at least a little comforted by the fact that apparently it's very common for people to die to the horrible wave skeletons.
I've not the faintest doubt that you can do this.
Take care, sir.
Well, thanks,
I
man.
paid for it. I can mess with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna nudge all this stuff. Each of them gets one nudge. That's the ritual. It's better to alternate, because then you don't have the weird re-interaction delay. Were we giving you nectar? I was giving you nectar. I don't know if we have 4 left. We still gotta feed a bunch of the gods. I'm
You had enough to eat lately, haven't
not
you?
trying to be mean to my dog or anything, but maybe we gotta wait a little bit.
Rest.
He's still resting. Look at the middle head. Alright. Very few people have anything of import to say to me on account of I died immediately.
Each failure brings new opportunities for self-reflection, right, my friend?
Until next time.
He's not wrong. He's got a thing there. He's got something. I was giving you nectar. Yeah, we may as well cap you out.
Among my many children, both those born to me and surrogate to me, you are one of the most thoughtful and most generous of all.
You have always cared for me and protected me, and given me someone to look up to. This is nothing, Nyx. Nyx, if, hypothetically, I felt that some injustice had been dealt to someone who deserved a better lot, say, that they were subjected to too harsh a punishment for all eternity, don't I have some of my father's authority to do something about it?
Now that you have regained your access privileges to the administrative chamber, child, yes, that is the level of authority you hypothetically possess again.
Well, that seems significant.
But how can I possibly find anything in there? The place is wall-to-wall pacts and parchments. I have no idea where to look.
You can be made aware, though use discretion if and when you need to exercise this power, and make certain that the time is right. Now, are we understood?
Yes, we are.
No, not really. I'm a little worried that she was giving us a warning there that I have not fully comprehended, potentially. That seems like a terrible deal.
Chef.
Hooray, that's
doing
2
business.
entire keys. In fact, I am absolutely going to go buy nectar with my
what I was
5
looking
keys.
for.
And then we'll hold gemstones for right now. 4 nectar ought to be enough to go out on the town with. Okay, hold on. Let me go to the administration chamber. I know we got important murdering to do, but also, what if I could, like, actually do something
Me,
helpful for
pretend
a
I'm not even
change?
here.
Let's see. This isn't an authority thing. This is the thing that takes you outside, right? So how would I even... Boy. How would I even do the thing what needs doing in here?
Just minding my
I mean,
own business.
looking at these ain't gonna help anybody.
Who wants to hear a humorous jest of some sort?
Okay, that got less of a reaction than I was expecting. Huh. Well... There's no sparklies indicating interactability. Sorry, do you have onion... What are you gonna do with you don't have a face. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Not my business. The thing about it is, it's not my business. I guess maybe that's something for me to do later? Maybe when we come back after having had that chat with Nyx, it'll set something in there to an interactable state. Is there anything cool going on in the garden? Nope, then I'm just gonna get my laser gun and head back out on the town here. Oh wait, obviously practice, this is important.
Okay.
I hear it makes perfect. That sounds pretty perfect. It's perfect-ish. One more. Obviously, it's got to be one more. There you go. Totally killing it. So, what are we working on here? Is there anything we can be, like, trying to do while we're doing this? Obviously, we're working on the Queen's plan. We got to reunite Orpheus and Eurydice. I was just told I have a whole bunch of authority, so maybe, who knows. We could maybe pardon Sisyphus. I think that's what that was actually about. Defeat Charon in 2 successive battles. I believe last time we fought him, we did win, right? And I was all upset about it, the fact that it teleported me out of the shop. So, I don't know if beating him next time we're up against him will do it, or if I have to beat him in 2 successive battles after receiving this prophecy. But we should definitely not fight Charon on 32 heat under any circumstances. And then we're still just working on this stuff. We're pretty close on a lot of these lists of hammer boons, and 200 gemstones is a considerable amount of nectar. Also, the gift of song. Still trying to give myself, and let's be honest, everyone around me, this wonderful gift. Alright, I guess let's put the lightning thing back on and get back out there. I like this as a strategy as well. And I'm glad that we found another thing that feels powerful in kind of a similar way. I would have been really bummed out if it seemed like realistically we only had one option for going really hard on this. And honestly, I'm sure good players.
As your great relatives upon their mountaintop seek to be valuable, not to be known. Obscurity is not what makes you weak. Worship from mortals is a nuisance, not a boon.
These are words that ring heavy for everyone with a big Twitter following.
Lord Zeus.
Well, my nephew, you're admittedly in quite a bind down there. But what is life without its struggles, hmm? You'll make it here eventually, I'm certain.
Oh, it does seem weird that nobody thought that it might be a problem for me to leave the underworld, though, right?
No
You'd think the gods would be kind of familiar with this idea. All right, I don't necessarily feel bad about Thunder Dash, or actually, I'm gonna take Lightning Reflexes because I think it enables all of the lightning stuff just the same as Thunder Dash, but it doesn't eat our dash slot, and this still happens all the time. We could have re-rolled again, but I don't think that's necessarily a good use of our resources. Oh, fishing. I'm going to do it. I'm going to waste time walking back to fish. That might have been as many as 2 or 3 entire seconds, and then again the other way. He's a madman.
I caught one.
But what would I do without my knucklehead? Sweet, sweet knucklehead. I'm gonna say I am not a big fan of darkness as an immediate reward. Like, even if it is the case that the game won't give us a boon twice in a row or something, like, there sure are better things we could pull than darkness and 5 health, you know? Like, give me a palm or something. Yeah. You know, if we get offered, hangover on attack, I will not turn up my nose. Ah, damn it, wow. Getting hit by one of those guaranteed that we would get hit by all of them. I wasn't even allowed to dash out. The hit stun is brutal. This room's hard. Yeah, that's a big deal, though. It's a big deal that we learned that.
Zag, you met my dad by now, your Uncle Zeus. He's cool and loves a feasting. Just be sure to keep him in your thoughts, okay?
Huh. That's weird. That's a weird thing to say. I mean, sure.
Cheers, mate.
I'll take it. Special Inflict's Hangover is not necessarily terrible for us, if you just, we want to sit it out there and have it just pulse on somebody. That's not where I wanted to end up. Yeah, I gotta say, the lightning... The damage bonus of the lightning feels really significant. I miss it a lot. Trying to peel the blue armor off of people as quickly as possible so that the trippy shot will hit for actual damage.
Power of Olympus.
Coin versus Athena is Athena, pretty sure. Sadly, he did not... Boy, I'm maybe just not in a good place to be doing this today. It's like, clearly I'm playing much worse than usual. There it is. I couldn't get him to actually commit to his attack. I'm dashing away too early. You gotta let him flash. Interesting. He just did that at a time when he couldn't possibly hit me, which I do appreciate.
Good night. Lady Athena.
Sometimes I think about what you've endured. To have been living in that loathsome squalor, cousin. I swear, you'll have your justice.
I would not mind. I would not mind my justice. Okay, well, I guess I'll take this.
Divine protection.
Doesn't feel great, but... I feel like we get offered Holy Shield at common, like, all of the time. It's maybe the most common boon in the game. Oh, I love this. I love the Louds thinking they can charge across the gap when they can't. That's a dream come true.
All clear.
Chaos versus Ares. I'm gonna take the high rarity Ares boon.
Alright, Doomstone.
Without the lightning, this is a little bit less good, but it's still not bad. You have to shoot where the enemy is, though. Little dudes are jumping in front of him. Man, I even already dashed. Yeah, like as soon as I got hit and then the dash executed without me having to press any buttons again. Nightmares. Nightmares. And see, did you see that there? That guy's... The laser between that little stone and the big stone was not hitting us. And then neither I nor the little stone nor the big stone moved. And then it did hit. Like, there was just one or two ticks where it decided, no, actually, I am on you.
You were born a bit too late, my kin. For my part, I wish that I could have been there myself when my father and the others waged ferocious war against the Titans. It must have been a sight.
So...
The war is on.
I'm thinking about throwing this one back. I'm thinking about resetting off the old play mistake die. This is not a tenable position from which to win. Come on, guys, give it to me. Oh, right, I have the reflect thing is actually going to make their lives kind of difficult.
One last shot.
Come on.
Oh, damn it.
Okay. We're going to take it back to the beginning and try that one more time. And who knows? Maybe like I was saying, maybe we'll be allowed to mess with the administrative chamber stuff now.
Tough break.
It was not great. It was not ideal. So wait, did we go to the lock with Nyx? Yes, okay, we are locked. Who else are we working on? We haven't really given anything to Hypnos. Chaos, of course. We're still working on Poseidon and Aphrodite, and that's it, right? Yeah, for Olympians, that's it. And then we've actually done a lot of these Theseus wouldn't even take a thing from me. Cerberus, Skelly. I haven't given any to Mom. That's maybe a thing we ought to do. I do feel a little bit bad, like, not giving people nectar on account of it doesn't have good mechanical purpose. Like, just walking past Persephone over and over again and not pressing the do something nice button.
How is he anyway, if you've encountered him of late during your journeys, lad? The fallen warrior you've run into in Elysium, that is.
He's doing relatively well, I think. There's a lot you've told me that he didn't know. About what led up to his present circumstances and your own.
You told him then? Without requesting my consent to tell him first? What exactly did you say to him?
Yeah, I could see him being a little cross about this. I think that makes sense.
Achilles, I'm sorry. I just told him about your ashes being intermingled, that whole thing, and about the pact. You told me once to send him your love and regards. This brought him no joy, only questions. You told me not to speak to Father, not to him.
Yeah, but also he didn't tell you to speak to him.
You're right, I should have specified. Or shouldn't have. Because what you said probably is for the best. I didn't mean to lose my temper with you, lad, it's just... Look, thank you for looking out for him. For both of us. Just please be careful.
I swear I will.
By the way, I just want to take a moment and say that I really appreciate the understated nature of the anger being expressed there. I think in video games we don't really do subtlety very much, and a lot of voice actors and voice directors would have been like, okay, so you're mad at Zagreus in these lines, so just fucking go over the top, rip out some drywall and chew on it while you scream at him. But like, that was just like a reasonable human interaction there. Just, you know, for better luck than we had last time. Maybe I'm doing this and we're getting bad luck from it. Maybe it's a bad ritual that we've invented. That we have no reason to think would do anything at all. Okay, I am not being told... The administrative chamber seems to have nothing for me. We'll figure this out. We're gonna help Sisyphus, and then we're gonna help Boldy, and I'm gonna see if I can't get Boldy declared king of this place.
Your recent efforts have proved useful to this place.
Okay, so that's basically just like status dialogue. This seems important, though.
Nix, I was just busy doing some administrative chamber record keeping recently, and wouldn't you know it, it somehow slipped my mind where I could find the sentencing parchment work for the knave king Sisyphus, forced to toil out in Tartarus. I ran it by Megara.
He has offered you aid repeatedly. At first I saw it for a brazen act of bribery, but try as I might, there was no deeper underpinning to his actions that I could detect. That is to say, the records you seek may be found in section Sigma Phi Alpha, lower gamma folder.
Okay, so we had to talk to her. Although it's possible, given that Zagreus said that thing about recently in the administrative chamber, it's possible that we had to have gone and checked the room before doing this.
Sigma Phi Alpha, lower gamma folder. Got it. Thanks.
I do, in fact, got it. I will do the thing. Hold on a moment, Deuce. I'll be right with you. This, trade darkness for 3/5 of a nectar. I mean, we're actually not as desperate for nectar as we used to be, and we do still need darkness, apparently. The mirror's gonna eat as much as we can bring it. So, hold on.
Here's what I caught.
Alright, gemstones, hooray!
Oh, wow! I'm so sorry, Prince. I'm just behind already on my daily chores.
Alright, let's go check the administrative chamber, see if we can do something of value now.
Should check the admin chamber just in case.
Yeah, Zagreus, I'm on top of it already.
Should check that stack of contracts back there.
I'm assuming that they recorded like a version of that line, a line like that, for anything that can happen when the interactable you want is off the screen. That's the same reason that we get a line about the garden whenever there's someone in the garden, right? They really, really, really don't want you to miss stuff.
Amongst the parchment records of the dead and punished are the sealed documents known as the Knave King's sentence, forcing said king to endlessly toil with a boulder till the end of time.
I'll just patch this through to the house contractor then.
Oh. Okay, I thought I was going to use my authority. Apparently all I can do is get it put over here, and then how much is it going to cost, I wonder? And more importantly, what is it going to cost?
The Sisyphus contract. I can buy it out.
Okay, well, 4 diamonds is... What do you have to pay to get diamonds? Diamonds are 10 nectar. Oh, I mean, all we have to do is get past the Hydra. We're currently using a weapon that doesn't have Hydra credit yet. Okay, let's go kill a Hydra for Sisyphus. Now there are stakes, damn it. Not that I didn't want to do the thing for Skelly, but you know. Now there's 2 stakes. Now it's a pair of stakes piled on top of each other. Just spread some mayonnaise between those, and hey. I was trying to think, what's the thing I could put between the stakes that would be the most upsetting to people? Mayonnaise ranks pretty high, without going into, like, you know, gross out mode.
Again.
Alright, let's try this again. This time we're going to kill the Hydra.
Just know you'll reach the surface here eventually, Zagreus. And I look forward to our meeting when you do.
I also look forward to it, you motherfucker. I still might take Thunder Flourish, actually. I think Thunder Flourish is probably fine. Wait. But... Well, I was gonna say, wait, don't we have to do Strike and Flourish for our duo? But that's not the case. That's the Ares Athena duo that I'm thinking of. Or we could just take Thunder Dash. I think we'll take Thunder Flourish. It's fine.
Lord Zeus's strength.
Why is that not breaking? Okay. Okay, let's take the... I do think the Palm is probably pretty good here, but if we can get 50 max HP right now, that would be real nice.
We shall see how good you really are.
I suppose we shall. Flame Wheels. Get him! Get him with your lightnings! So the best thing to do, really, is to exactly spend all of our ammo and then dash away. Because if you dash while you're at 0 ammo, it automatically reloads. I don't have to remember to press the button. Is that a big deal? Do I need to have the game press the button for me? I don't know, man.
Eluded all of them.
Simple.
Sure. So it's weird that the thing is detonating immediately. Does it always do that when the lightning bolt comes out? Yes. Okay. So they break whenever any friendly or enemy damage happens. It's not just when I shoot them. That's interesting. That makes this way less good, I think. Like, when it's pulsing the Doom out, it itself is not taking any damage, and so... Jesus. That hit me for 16. That wasn't multiple projectiles. These guys just do double damage. Okay, so that's what the sword status is.
Lord Poseidon. Whenever I encounter you, Uncle Poseidon, my spirits lift, and I feel there must not be anything that can stop me. I only wish we met sooner, though I'm grateful to have met you at all.
I thought I told you, nephew, not to make such offerings to me. I probably forgot. Or getting you mixed up, perhaps, for I have many other nephews, thanks to Zeus. Though between us, I don't like any one of them as much as you.
Also, who knows how many of them are even nephews?
Nephew, my honored brother Zeus already has endowed you with his thunderous might. But you shall soon forget about all that after a taste of this.
Things you don't want to hear your uncle say to you. Sure, his call's bad, but... What do we need for their duo? Because their duo's cool. Although, it's also... It requires pushback, right? Because it triggers on pushback. Yeah. So... Poseidon's Aid works, but it's not a fun one. Oh, hey, we pushed him to the lock. So now we really need to be... For story purposes, we really need to be pulling Aphrodite.
Let's see.
Spend a reroll? Okay, Floodshot's something. hammer, I think. But obviously, like, just boon, any boon, always boon, definitely has some... he adjusted. I dashed too early, I guess, while he was still loading up his attack, and he was able to turn and aim at my new position. I mean, I definitely do not think that the lightning bolt thing that is happening here is anywhere near as good as Doom on the special, and I really miss my lightning bolts on attack. Triple bomb is probably pretty good, though. I do... oh, man. 15% range is nice. I'm going to take this. This triple bomb is always very, very good. But... something to be said for bonus range. But these are the fakes. Okay, you know what? The lightning is actually kind of interesting, though, because it turns them into landmines. They don't do the special, they don't do the lightning bolt unless they actually deal damage to something. So they just sit there waiting until an enemy gets nearby and then they blow that enemy up. So that is kind of cool. As you can see, it's not as much damage as you would like, though. Yo, what is the deal with this room? Why are there so many guys in this room? Also, why can they spawn in the middle of their attack animation? Yeah, the delay after you fire the special is so long. You cannot move again for quite some time. I hate this. I hate fight a mini-boss for some keys. Just trying to knock some blue hearts off here. Man, that dealt damage to me, huh? Come over here near the boom.
I can't.
Get over here in all of this boom. Really, like, I cannot stay anywhere near anything for any period of time. It's gonna take a little while before we're there on the 32 heat thing. It is much harder. The game is much harder. Probably not a huge surprise. Why, though? Did you see the little, like, that crappy spite laser of damage it dealt out there right before moving?
Pieces.
Yeah. Turns out I'm gonna need more health. This is so cool. Damn it. The being able to fire while reloading thing, or while sliding thing it's objectively powerful, but it's also just real neat. However, one does have to be wary of the spike traps. You're not real. There we go. Oh, I saw him. He's up here. Harsh. Is this the third darkness room we've had to do? So I think, in terms of washing off boons, I'm okay losing the lightning on special. I think it's fine, and it does have legitimate utility, we now see. But I also think it is definitely the worst of our current boons, unless we pull something else. Wait, you're not even... Do you feel? You look like a ghost. Yes, you are real. the landmine thing is cool. The fact that they are self-detonating when enemies draw near is a neat thing. Trying very hard not to dash onto any traps. Gosh, these guys have a lot of HP, huh? I apologize to anyone who is annoyed by how much I dash normally, because the game must be... the videos must be borderline unwatchable now. Well, I guess let's go get some more boons, shall we?
This pleases me.
Yeah, I really, really, really don't want Zeus mad at me.
Any other blessings, maybe?
Okay. Take double strike.
Apparently, my crusty elder brother failed to teach you any manners if you deign to thusly spurn my offerings. But I can teach you yet.
Sorry, Uncle Poseidon.
For real. Oh no. They're teleporting out of my traps. I hate this. I hate enemies that can teleport with an attack already loaded up, so you just take 0 frame damage, unavoidable damage. That's a real problem for me. As if the Trial of the Gods didn't make this enough of an issue. Ooh boy.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, anytime we take a bunch of damage because I dashed along the axis of an attack, I feel really dumb. Even though, like in that case, I did dash along the axis of that guy's attack, but I did it because I was avoiding something else, so it's not like... shouldn't feel like that big of a deal. Oh, the water. I was like, couldn't even hit me there, but I lost... took my eye off the waves, as they say in the Maritimes. Oh, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare of a room is the thing. And also, there should maybe be half this number of enemies at most. Like, why are we still... It's been 6 witches forever because it's spawning in new witches every single time I kill one, which it should not be doing. So we're not making it to the Hydra, it turns out.
Stay angry. Let us call all that unpleasantness back there water under the bridge. What say you, nephew?
I get it. Title Dash is bad. It's fine. No, actually, for us, Title Dash is probably actually quite good. Okay, I'll take it.
It's high tide.
Really talked myself around on that one. Yo, Artemis, what's up? Okay, we're actually going to have a fair number of boons here. We're also going to die due to the timer on account of that room being infinite.
You're dead.
See, like, this is not my fault, and it feels like not my fault, and it feels a lot like just bad variance. Because on most Tartarus runs, we never see a room that's anywhere near that long.
Olympus calling.
Hope you don't mind. I told Callisto all about you recently. Don't worry, I was quite discreet about it. The two of us were on the hunt. Not like I just shouted out your story from the mountaintops.
You know, Artemis and her friend, Callisto.
Oh no.
Ow! Well, we're dead. Oh, there's a fish.
Ugh. Still can't believe Megara got mixed up with you, Redblood. For all her weakness, I always thought at least she took her job here seriously. Live and learn.
Not interested in your nasty remarks about her, Electo. Though if you keep them up, I'm warning you, I might get mad.
Oh, you might get mad? Defend Megara's honor since she's far too weak to do it her damn self? You think she's so pure? You're disgusting. Both of you.
It is a real bummer that we're definitely going to lose here after that conversation. Right, I'm still doing the thing where I'm letting go of the button when dashing because I'm used to it being the case with the gun that you have to. Alright. That sucks. That is crummy. I don't know what is going on with me today. Like, we were playing fine with the bow, right? We actually made it to Hades. There is no amount of luck that could get us, I mean, even through Tartarus, it would seem, with the way I'm playing right now, so I don't know what the hell's going on with my hands.
So you just plain ran out of time and died, all according to the pact of punishment there, huh? Now that is what I call a deadline.
Oh, I get it.
Ha 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 ha.
I like that. I like that that was real good. Out of curiosity, if I walk in here, is there going to be... Okay, I was kind of curious if we could maybe make some movement happen on the, what's his name front? The man with the spear, you know, the guy who's, like, very nice to us all the time. Why can I not brain up his name? Achilles, the Achilles front. But apparently we're going to have to wait a little bit on that.
I had a feeling that our court musician would eventually come back to his senses and his talents, boy. Here yet again, my intuitions were correct. Though you appear a bit perturbed. Don't like the song? It's about you.
It says I'm really the bastard son of Zeus, but also indelibly connected to the god of wine, and how your parents tore me to pieces, giving rise to mortals, but that I'm always going to be stuck here.
You fill Orpheus's mind with nonsense, he produces nonsense. Nonsense, I presume, shall spread from this place far and wide, so everyone might know that I have nothing to do with you.
I'm not worried. Orpheus plays for a very small audience. I hope.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point is that nobody can get out of here, right? It's a real garbage in, garbage out situation, though.
Oh, come on, Serby. Hurry up and eat. This stuff can't be that bad. I mean, can it?
Imagine a dog choosing not to eat. Can you conceive of such a thing? Lo, the wonders and horrors of this underworld. Alright, we have a few people to still give nectar to, and I think I'm okay starting to press on them. We only actually need 1 nectar per run at this point, because it's only potentially Aphrodite, or I suppose also Boldy. So let's make sure we're...
For me? Are you quite sure? You know, this vintage must have made it all the way up from the surface to the mountains, then to here. We've both had distant journeys, haven't we?
Well, I, for one, am certain this vintage here has journeyed to the right place. Please enjoy it.
Oops, that's not the button for that. That's not how you spell gift.
Oh, wow, thanks. This is real nice of you. I sure am glad you died out there just now.
Hypnos, do you want to keep getting nectar or not?
I'm glad I died as well, Hypnos. I'm glad I died as well.
Alright, Skelly gets one too, and then we're going back out there. Apparently I've been recording for 59 minutes somehow. It sure doesn't feel like it. But we're gonna give it one more go. You know, it seems like it's probably not gonna be very long. Some days you have it, and other days are like today, apparently. So hopefully we'll do a little better in future episodes. But today I would very much like to at least put down the Hydra with this strategy and get ourselves a diamond and use that diamond to help our friend.
Look here, pal. I can't just keep accepting these from you. Not when they're paying me already. I got standards to uphold, you know?
I will look the other way if you do, mate. Now here, or else.
To be clear, or else I won't shoot you. Because I know how you feel about that. Okay, we've almost got to what I assume will be his lock as well. And it'll turn out the way you break it is by revealing all of his statues. I'm working on it, Skelly. I'm trying. So if I were to pull this, what if we just didn't play with a deadline? Where would I get one more heat? I mean, we could just give everything 15% more HP. That's probably fine. What's heightened security? Let's try just playing without the deadline. I feel like one level of tight deadline should absolutely be doable. And it totally was with the last weapon. But I don't know, I just like don't have it today, so we're gonna take an option here that allows us to play a little bit more safely.
Now, nephew, how about we put both our backs into this one, and see to it that you go farther through those depths than you have ever managed yet.
I would love that. I would love it if you would put your back into it. Is this what you're talking about? This is what you call that? I'm re-rolling these.
Got anything else?
Okay. I'll take it. He's doing it. He's trying. Wow, this thing has some HP, huh? Okay, I did look this time as we were walking past. I don't think this fishing spot was here. So I took 8 damage fighting a single crystal. That's sort of what I'm talking about when I say it feels like I just don't have it today.
I got a hellfish.
Hooray. Hooray, it's a hellfish. I gotta give this to the chef, though. I'm allergic to hellfish. It was giving me backstab credit against that witch. That's a very generous interpretation of what a backstab is. Alright, so we have an Erebus gate for coin, or... I think we're just gonna take Aphrodite. Yeah, like Aphrodite weaken would be, of course, Aphrodite special I think would be fine for us. Her dash would be okay. I don't love her call, but I would probably take it were it offered.
I think not.
Honestly, the rarity difference on this is not huge. I can't believe he just missed me. Just hard missed me standing. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I think the biggest part about this, honestly, and not that I'm saying the damage doesn't matter, it totally does, but it feels like the biggest and most important part about this is the fact that it peels all of the blue armor off of everyone so quickly.
Dear Aphrodite, the incomparable beauty of Olympus is less difficult to fathom having already met you. I'm so grateful to have earned your favor.
My, but don't you come on rather strong there, little godling. Though I can take much more of your affections, you shall see. So my heart tells me that you've developed quite the bond with Moody Thanatos, haven't you there? I always figured that his brooding quality was just an act.
Okay, we wouldn't have taken that anyway. You know, Dying Lament's not awful. I think we're probably just going to take this. I don't want to spend another reroll yet. And then grab more Zeus. Palms on this thing are probably pretty significant, but also we just need to have a lot of boons so that we have stuff to wash away. And we could wash away that Aphrodite boon. That could be the plan, but I don't necessarily want to lose a god if I don't have to, right? Each Olympian has some value. They're behaving very strangely. Yeah, man, I don't know. I definitely feel just, like, way more relaxed without the timer, even though the timer is usually not a problem.
Zeus. In the name of Hades.
This is an issue inside of my brain. Yo, epic static discharge is actually great. Actually, like, really great. There are a lot of enemies where that's going to be super significant. He's so large and I assume so fast. He's got the little speed boot on him. It doesn't seem like he's moving that quickly. But who am I to judge? So I think even if I don't shoot the Hellfire directly, based on what we know about how Hellfire works now, I think it's going to tend to break because the lightning's going to hit it, right? Infinite damage but no ramp, or greater inferno. Or infinite ammo. You know, maybe this is a good Eternal Chamber run. Never having to worry about the reload means I can just hammer the lightning home. Who is it? There's a Zeus duo boon that makes it so that Jolted never ends. Which one is that? That's with Demeter. Interesting. I wonder. We might take this. This is probably better, but if we're not going to have our Hellfire out radiating at all. My only concern with this is that it might actually be a damage downgrade against big bosses with the lack of ramping. Because the first tick is really, really small. Let's try it. Let's see if it feels bad. We're gonna have to test it to really find out.
More numbskulls.
A lot of what we're doing here is lightning based anyway, so hopefully that'll be good enough. Do not like that thing where they all just like get tons of blue hearts. Don't 100% understand how it works. It seems like the thing with the blue heart pulses, or the thing with that trait pulses blue hearts to other things nearby, and so when it's a huge wave of skulls that all have it, you run into some problems where each one of them is receiving pulses from like 4 or 5 others. The lightning gun certainly solves the problem though. Alright. Fake enemies. Real enemies hiding behind a shield of fake enemies. Honestly, I don't know that I'm missing the ramp all that much. Well, he missed, though. I think that was maybe the plainest and most obvious enemy hits you even though he missed his attack that we've ever seen.
He lands.
Infinite ammo means I actually don't ever have to stop shooting. Like, I can continue to just dodge around and do this thing, and I am not making good use of all my tools, and I should definitely be throwing out Hellfires to explode some of the time, but also, you know, it's hard to argue with that result.
It is my understanding that you have grown rather close with Thanatos, my kin. A perfect choice of mate, though I confess I'd not expected Death to have affection for another save himself.
Ares projecting a little bit there. I mean, right? That seems good. Now it actually totally makes sense for me to throw up the Hellfire. It already did. I should have been doing it already, but it makes more sense now. Okay, really important that we get some of these skulls down so that they stop producing fake skulls. On top of all of my other problems, now I gotta deal with all these counterfeit skulls. What do you call the eye sockets in a counterfeit skull? Fugazi. No, that's close. The setup needs work. Punchline solid. This is very silly. It's a very silly gun. Yeah, I don't miss the ramp up. It's fine.
Accept this message.
It is probably actually going to be less damage against, what do you call it? Against the big bosses. So, I'm thinking we probably want to reroll here. I mean, obviously, I would love it if we could get the Revenge Doom effect and maybe walk ourselves into prereqs early on, but also, I just don't think Ares' aid is all that good, and there's a lot of stuff Ares has that I would rather have. I'd rather have his cast, I'd rather have his dash. We're gonna be a little greedy. Okay, I think I'll just take Blade Dash. Blade Dash is fine. I'm cool with that. Am I hearing? I am hearing Trove noises. I don't think we're gonna do that. We are definitely doing nectar, and I don't even know why I looked. I know I'm not spending any money on this. Gotta make sure I'm not standing still too long. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and admit here that I'm pretty sure part of the value we're getting out of the infinite ammo is that it solves a problem that I don't necessarily need to have in the first place. Like, it shouldn't be so hard for me to keep track of... Thank you. Oh, that's interesting. It should not be so hard for me to keep track of how much ammo we have and how long we can fire before we need to stop. But it is, and...
I warn you, Zagreus, best not to make attempts to grow much closer with me thus. I'm much your elder, after all, and you're my little sprout. What say we keep it that way, hmm?
Oh, she thought I was trying to have sex with her. I guess that makes sense. I did go a long way out of my way to make sure she got all of the gifts before everybody else. I could see that being interpreted in that way. This, I'm overjoyed. Absolutely, I'll take it.
Much better.
We need health. What are boons? Plus 80 over 150. So they're going to be like high 2 something. So we almost have enough money to shop. Maybe we should be pursuing money to shop. Although that's just to be able to buy one thing from the shop. If we were trying to get to our normal shopping price, plus 80% off of 250, obviously, we're pretty far off of that still. I think I'm going to take a Chaos boon here. Chaos Curse / boon. That's every button. Every wrong button. There we go. Chamber 12. So we will definitely have it for the boss. We are right up on the boss.
Let me have it.
So just keep that in mind when you make your choice. I think it is okay to start giving Nectar to Chaos too.
Chaos. Everyone beneath the heavens and earth enjoys this stuff.
You honor me in making such an offering, though please, it is not necessary to endear yourself using material means, for it is the thought alone which counts. Your father and his brothers, when they sealed the Titans in the darkest reaches of this world, that was the last they saw of me as well. You were dissimilar from them, and I feel safe communicating thus with you.
Well, obviously this is a bad idea. This also feels like a pretty bad idea, because I kind of don't care about my special very much, and that's a lot of bonus damage. But I also think that it would be unwise to spend our last reroll point right now, because obviously we're about to have to wash off a boon and stuff. So I think we're just going to take Excruciating Flourish and could be real ugly. My other option is try to get through the boss fight without using our attack. So dash and call and normal cast and doom special. I mean, maybe. And the payout is considerable. Okay. 4 encounters? Potentially very dumb. Oh, what prophecy would that be? Did we have a prophecy for... Huh. I mean, I guess we'll see. What prophecy would that be?
Thought I'd check in again real quick there, boss. Do you want my witty conversation next time, or straight to the boons?
No, we're cool, man.
Definitely witty conversation, Lord Hermes. Boons are more than welcome after that.
Ha! Good. I like these little chats. Take care now, boss.
I like the voice acting and stuff. I don't see any reason not to take it. So 40% move speed versus side hustle. I think we're gonna take side hustle. As you can tell, I don't really value move speed all that highly because I think most of the moving that we do that's important is dashing. But I might be undervaluing it. So it's possible we got a prophecy fulfilled and a prophecy foretold simultaneously there. It's possible that those things just popped up in the wrong order, and that whatever it was that was foretold is what we fulfilled. but I would not expect them to be in the wrong order. And finally, because I got distracted and I didn't come back to it, that thing I was saying about how the infinite ammo is probably just correcting a problem that I could correct by just being better, a problem that I should not be having. It is fine to know yourself and know where your weaknesses are and know know how to cope with them and stuff. You know, it's the same reason that we turned off the attack speed modifier on the enemies, because physically I'm just not fast enough to deal with it. And in theory, I should be able to just, like, get faster, do better, but why put myself through that at the same time, right? It's good to know yourself. When you recognize a flaw in yourself, don't necessarily think, I must torture myself over this. Just learn how to compensate. It's okay to compensate.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
You ready for me this time, Zagreus? Come on and fight. No holding back.
This is going to be real interesting. Hey, that worked. Wow, she really sat there for quite some time, huh? Wow, that has a much larger area than it used to, I think. That might be an extreme measures thing. Okay, so she's just gonna stand there and get, well, she's not, in fact, gonna just get pulsed by that over and over because she is going to destroy it. Also, I worry a little bit with more move speed. But like things like what I just did, which are reliant on me moving carefully, I'm worried that I've adjusted to the normal move speed and I won't do them correctly. Wow, that's not where I aimed that even a little bit. The cast has a mind of its own, and unfortunately, like most technology things that have a mind of its own, what it mostly does is make the wrong decision in a way that you can't stop it from doing. I would love to be able to shoot Meg with the Bloodstones. I mean, she's still boiling right now. Oh, I hate this. I hate this as a time for the smoke. Damn it. Ow. She does not shoot those in a way that makes a lot of sense to me still. Like, I haven't figured out what the pattern is yet. You know, we're probably not holding out for Greater Call. I was, but I shouldn't have been. I should have just been using it whenever it comes off cooldown. Ow, why would I do that? I wish there were any cover left in this room. I also wish I would stop getting shot from every side. We have so few attacks in total that it feels really unsafe to focus on the enemies, but gosh, there was a lot of projectiles in that room.
For safekeeping.
Alright, I took a huge amount of damage there. For Chaos. For you, Chaos. So, hopefully this ends up being worth it.
How many times?
A bunch, actually. Several. More than one, by a bunch. I kind of think I don't want to take the Ares keepsake to force the Ares thing until we have a revenge boon, so I think we're going to go Athena again.
All set.
And hope to see her revenge boon. That's too much money for the amount of life it gives. So we'll still have the Doom. I don't think I have a problem purging this.
The gods won't mind.
It's fine, but it's not, like... It's certainly not critical. Also, I should definitely be looking at that one before I look at the well. Well, maybe that's not true. Maybe you look at the well first so that you know if you need to produce a certain amount of money, you know how much. Alright, we still gotta do 3 more encounters without attacking. The nightmare is not over. It has barely begun. Interesting. I don't think I realized they are actually traversing the space when they hop. So, like, if they jump over a Doom, Hellfire, it does pulse on them. Real glad we're not on the clock here. I'm not a fast enough gamer for this clock. That's what we've learned. I forgot the laser does damage, right? You're not supposed to let the laser touch you.
Easy.
Yeah, easy, that's what it was. I do not like the laser forming in a spot where I already am. I feel like you should have to give me... I should receive warning in triplicate that there's going to be a laser. Also, you should stand in the lava more. It's good for you. But this guy was just telling me that he has planter's warts, and I'm telling him the lava. The lava will solve it. Here's the thing about magma. It cures what ails you. That's the primary thing that it does.
He's back. Olympus, I accept this message.
10% dodge. Sure. Sure, that seems good. I mean, obviously, I'd prefer a higher percentage. Oh, boy. We gotta take this and take the upgrade to our current rarities, right? Because we have some really good stuff at some pretty good rarities already, and it might give us dodge, and that seems like the right play.
Get you something for the road there, hon?
I would love some Ambrosia Delight, if you don't mind.
Sure thing, hon.
So good.
Lightning Strike going up is nice.
Alright, let's catch some fish.
I mean, it will be nice eventually. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for, like, the Demeter Call or our Doom on Special, or... But... And I think Dying Lament was definitely the weakest possible option.
Take care.
Take care.
But it's okay. It was still decent. This is an okay outcome.
Just in time.
Oh hey, look who it is. We're gonna lose this.
What say we go take care of business here just like we used to, Zag?
Alright, I'm just gonna let Thanatos and his big strong arms protect me on this one. Because there's no way I can beat him if we're not attacking. Or, you know, like, it's not feasible. Let's do some of this stuff and we'll try to stay alive. And here, we have here a room where we can completely avoid combat almost, so I'll take it. We're getting some kills. I wonder if Dan's taking it easy on us a little bit, because we shouldn't be. But again, we are mostly here to survive. Gosh, man, sometimes these rooms are so long. We would not have been able to take this this Chaos Boon if we were still on the clock. So it's like, it feels pretty significant to me. Right, because I think this is actually a really strong boon for us. We can really use all this health. Oof. My placement is bad. Also, where the hell is Athena? Isn't Athena supposed to be helping me out? Just like real late to the game. Hey, everyone who's not me, die. Sorry, everyone who's not me or Thanatos, die. Okay, this is maybe too many enemies. This should be fewer. I know jury summons and everything, like... This shouldn't be the number of enemies that are in this room plus 60%. This is still too many. He's gonna more than double our score. Actually, the way things are spawning, he's gonna more than triple my score, I bet. Oh no, we picked some stuff up at the end. And then he also ran out of things to kill. Thank you.
And he's off.
I feel like as soon as he's off is when I should be able to access the thing. This is terrible. Alright. Well, we have to do an actual encounter for this to go away. And I know we have money, and like we actually could shop now in a way that's actually beneficial, but also high rarity version of an Athena boon. Then again, we don't actually care about the rarity of our Athena boon, do we? I'm trying to think, like, Dying Lament, not Dying Lament, but the Revenge boon, all I care about is the deflect. The damage doesn't matter. If we were to pick up her cast, I guess I would care a little bit about the damage. On her dash, the damage is the only thing that scales with rarity, and it again does not matter. I think we're actually just going to go to the shop. We'll take an easier room with a lower quality reward, I think.
Let's see what's up for sale.
Over boss fight for rare boon. Not going to engage my dude. I am going to buy this palm now.
Thank you, mate.
Like, this seems very good. This also seems very good.
Sharpened my senses.
Mistral Dash is fine. I wonder if we should take Nourished Soul. I don't have any idea, like, what we really want from her aside from the Revenge boon. I really wish she had shown us the Revenge boon. Also, if she had given us Killing Freeze, obviously I would have taken it. I'm going to take the dash, I think. I kind of want Athena's dash, just for, like, super safety, though. I'm going to take this. Okay. Apparently we're getting the difficult room whether I want it or not. Is it... Okay, it's the barge.
Of death.
This could be bad. This is the last room where we can't attack, though. Please don't be the giant crystal version. God damn it. I think the normal version of the Barge of Death would be significantly easier for us. You know, a larger number of smaller enemies is way better for the capabilities that we have at this moment. And we're getting through it. At the very least, this strategy does not have the problem of enemies body blocking, which is an issue we had last time we were doing this. Okay, there we go. I'm real confident we'll do just fine against the wave skeleton if we get rid of some of these other assholes. Ah, he says, charging into a projectile that wasn't even aimed at him. One more hit. Ah. My aim is terrible. Also, everything else about what I'm doing. That could have gone a lot worse, honestly.
The boon I got from Chaos has a new effect.
Here on Olympus is the opposite of everything about that lifeless squalor you reside in, Zagreus. Fight on and come to us.
I'm trying, man. Okay, I will take Epic Holy Shield, it's fine. I know Divine Dash, I was just saying Divine Dash, but we have to get our Duo Boon prereqs up if we want to have a chance of actually getting it, right? So now I'm allowed to shoot people. Now it's on. Oh, that's bad. I dashed early and gave him the opportunity to throw a bomb at where I was going to be instead of where I was. That's definitely a problem I have sometimes, and you probably saw a lot of it if you watched the Dead Cells series. I definitely do not wait long enough upon receiving signifiers. I just like react as quickly as I possibly can, which I think partially comes from the fact that my reaction speed is bad in the first place, so react as quickly as you can is a thing that I must do to react in time in a lot of situations. But unfortunately,
No,
it has some downsides. You know what? Yeah, you tell them. You guys do have to come over here. There we go. These rooms are real long. Again, glad we're not being timed. Ooh. Heart versus double palm. I think we're going to take the double palm here. I won't feel so bad if we lose it, because we have a lot of health already. It's like the loss of the opportunity cost of the heart is bad, but a double palm could be really powerful. Oh,
an immediate failure.
That was pretty frustrating because the projectile was perfectly cloaked underneath enemies almost its entire travel distance. It was not even something that I thought of, like, as a possibility. Seems pretty obvious to me that the projectile should be on top. It's just bad Z layering. Alright, I would have liked that double palm.
Oh, that's it?
I think I'll take an Aphrodite boon. So I do not want her cast. I would take her dash, probably.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Or should we take life affirmation? I mean, we're not going to get that much more max HP after this point. We're already halfway through the game, and we're at 230. So I'm not going to be prioritizing stuff all that highly. Her dash is fine, not great. I'll take it. Perhaps we end up washing it off. Take this, pots. Oh my god, some of these pots are so tough. Take this, pots. Yeah, that does the damage. What a cool weapon. Alright, we need this diamond very badly. We have actual use for a diamond for the first time in I don't know how long.
I have longed to hear the sound of your hiss, Lenny.
I'm not done romancing people yet. Don't stand right there. Oh, wow. I'm not a big fan of that charge. Who do you think you are? Oh, you're already... Who you think you are is phase changed. Well, yeah, I don't... One big downside of the ranged weapons is that I have a hard enough time keeping track of one location on the screen, and you can tell when I'm trying to look at projectiles and Zagreus at the same time, it is often a real bad time. Again, I can't see shit, like... It's very frustrating. I have no idea if a red circle is under me a huge portion of the time because there's so much going on. And, like, they even produce additional visual noise on purpose when it happens. Like, they just spawn dust clouds and garbage all over the ground. Let's do that, and then we'll ignore the ones up here. Try to focus on these guys. Didn't actually do that much damage. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to kill them all by itself, but I definitely thought it was going to do more than it did. Damn it. Okay, that's fucking enough. Yeah, 5 stomps is...
Any more heads you'd like chopped off?
Because, like, it's functionally invulnerable for the duration of that attack. Or rather, like, you know, you can't guarantee that any hit will actually hit it. And it's constantly dealing damage around itself, and it's constantly dealing very large packets of damage that are allowed to be so large because they are theoretically predictable, but they're not actually visible on the ground at all, so they are not predictable. It's a real problem. Well, I do have to wash something off. So, here's what we've been saving our reroll for, and this is why I don't want to purge any of these. You're kidding me. I thought commons were 45. Because that would put us at 357 and we wouldn't be able to buy the thing. I'm gonna drop Dying Lament so we can buy the... We can buy our Kiss. Okay. I would definitely have preferred to drop the Lament. I thought commons were 45. That's a bummer. So now we're hunting for a duo boon, but we have no rerolls for it. So we probably won't get it.
The Fields of
In a very real sense, we did the thing we came here to do. We gave Nectar to Aphrodite, which is valuable, and then we got our diamond. So if we lose from here, it's, you know, not the end of the world. I love being able to dash while maintaining fire. Oh, you are really... Wow. Just impossible to keep off of me, huh?
Welcome.
Ah, God damn it. Spawning behind me. You know, I just spent so much money on this life. So I definitely hate this room. If we can get a nice straightaway here, the ability to backdash while firing will certainly help. Okay, that is considered to be... Right, I gotta remember, Hades is so generous with its definition of behind. Okay, Piercing Fire and Triple Bomb are both extremely good. It's weird that it's just showing us the same stuff over and over again, isn't it? I'm actually not sure. I think I'm gonna take Triple Bomb, but I think they're both really good.
Load it up.
And Palm could potentially, at this point, just show us a bunch of garbage. So I think we're going to go for the money so as to be able to potentially buy more boons. I do love to buy a boon in the shop.
Out of my way.
Oh no. Oh no, it's a Mega Shield. At least it's not fast. God, I can't get it so that they're both facing away from me very easily. They're doing a really good job of covering each other. There we go. Problem solved. Wave 1 of 7. Managed to not hit him with any of those. Here we go. Something will land. I really like this weapon. I really like this weapon with this boon. It's all very good. Let's get rid of this guy, because he's going to make it so much less safe for us to... Wow, I don't think I was in that. Like, we were not in the visual. So the Jolted will pop him. Oh, can't dash through that apparently. On account of, you know, it's a solid object. Alright, you want to just sit there. That's fine by me. I think we can take that. Without the timer, I think we can take that. I wouldn't otherwise, but we can make it Athena and we can just do a lot of running away. Fingers crossed.
You're wise to side with me.
Alright, I do like Curse of Vengeance. I do like Slicing Shot as well, but if we're hoping that we're gonna get the passive Doom, passive Vengeance thing, think we ought to do this.
Are you testing the limits of my patience with you, Zagreus? Then I shall test your limits in turn.
Lady Athena, I'm sorry.
She can probably tell I'm not that sorry. I mean, Deuce has got a good point in that this is certainly not an easy room. But I think we can probably hold off on the support. My plan right now... Oh, that's annoying. Well, nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. My plan right now is, like, Theseus in the Bull, get a support charge, and then also... tarried for too long. And then also just, like, a difficult room in Styx.
Beware of winter's cold.
What I really need to be trying to do is make sure that they're separated a little bit so that when the imperviousness happens, it doesn't catch all of them. Okay. That basically couldn't have gone better. That was a pretty successful version of that room, I think.
I would very much prefer to think we both know better than to let old grudges stew forever, Zagreus.
You don't get to be mad at me anymore, is what she says. You know what? I'll take it. That's fine. I think that is totally fine. Do I think 98 health is actually more than we'll lose? The thing is, with jury summons turned all the way up, I don't know that, it takes so long to do Elysium troves. I think they're almost never worth it. Is this going to be Asterius? Oh no. Oh, I wish it was Asterius.
Butterfly ball.
Just trying to make sure that it's butterfly blood is boiling. You know what? Actually,
You hear me do so?
Something need cleaning up. Time to do my thing.
remember, we can get some damage just by shooting at things that are near the ball. Dusa is fucking... She is, like, intentionally moving back and forth in such a way as to block all of my fire, which I do not like at all. I didn't think summoning her was going to have any chance of making the encounter more difficult. Yeah, so that was a waste.
Stay dead next time.
No comfort from the bitter cold.
This took far too long to build up. I should have just done little calls.
Won't catch this soul, thanks.
No duo. Ah, well. I think Impending Doom is totally fine. Because in practice, we're almost never getting a second Doom Pulse on anything anyway. The orbs have a tendency to explode because of all the lightning. I think that should be just fine. And then, I do believe we're just going to take boons. Well, an Athena boon is less valuable than some of the others, though, and maybe we do want more health now? I'm trying to see. What can we get from her? We could get replacements for stuff, which I don't really care about. Bronze skin is a potential, and I do just like flat damage reduction. Deflection stuff, we don't, I think, really... Yeah. I don't think I care about deflection stuff. Because we know that the Hellfire doesn't get backstab damage from our testing with Skelly. So, Parting Shot doesn't really do anything. We could pull Stubborn Roots, and that actually would matter. Okay, we're gonna take the boon. Lightning Phalanx would also be cool. Although, Lightning Phalanx does make it harder to ensure that the Bloodstone is where we want it, so... In some ways, not such a good thing. I will say I find it kind of difficult to use Phalanx Shot to reflect stuff. I like the idea that it's a slow projectile and it's large, so you just sort of like float it out at people and it'll catch some stuff, but in practice I don't think it works quite as well as I would like. I should have known that wasn't going to be enough. There we go. So I was just going to let him edge forward. Oh, the shield noise. So much noise. Oh no, I didn't actually finish him off. That's no good. I want him to actually be dead before he gets blue crystalled. Okay, I think he ate an explosion or something somewhere. That's the wrong direction to dash in. And unfortunately, the crystal does in fact detonate my hellfire. Or the bomb, rather. Yeah, I really like having license to play slower and more calmly. I think that's quite nice.
Your predicament has pulled our family together, united in a desire to assist you, cousin. Even those who typically do not think much of those other than themselves.
Oh, if only I had wisdom such as yours, Athena dear, so that I was more capable of picking up on subtle jabs and insults such as that. You're not fooling anybody with your feigned benevolence, you know.
The world is not all lies and deceit as you make it out to be, Aphrodite. Sometimes a lending of assistance is no more than it appears to be. Now either back up Zagreus or stand aside.
Okay, so the good news is that duo boon was not the only duo we were offered, and also it's the thing that got scratched out. I think we're definitely taking Stubborn Roots, which I have trash-talked in the past, and which I definitely have more positive feelings about now. And then, boy, sorry, back to the book. Back to the old book. You know what I love is when the episodes are 4 hours long. So, Ravenous Will, obviously, is available. Arctic Blast is available. Killing Freeze is available. I do want more HP. Cold Fusion is available, and it's awesome. Okay, alright. Yeah, she has a lot of good solos and a lot of good duos for us still.
Who else?
It's best if we kill them before they get into dash mode, so I want to be real aggressive. Don't let them become aware of us first. I should probably stop firing at some point, but also, why? Why would I do that? I hate you, big chariot. Yeah, that's right, you stay over there. Damn it, the Hellfire has collision. I was kind of hoping that the shot would just go clean through it. Okay, 30 damage. Fucking chariots, man.
Must be the last of them.
Yeah, it better be. He was right. It must be the last of them. Oh, cool. Invincibility crystals. What happened to must be the last of them? When I said that, of course, what I meant was there will be 500 more.
All shall soon decay.
Gonna stay away from that archer. Yeah, I definitely do not miss the ramp up.
In the name of Hades.
I mean, killing freeze at max rank is very compelling. Obviously, it would be better if we had more sources of freeze, but if we just do minor calls instead of greater calls, I think that's pretty good. I do not think we are trucking with chaos right now. I do think we're going to go see our buddy here, and we're going to ask him for some of that hydrolite.
Always so unyielding to your doom. I've meant to ask you something, stranger. Would you mind doing me a favor, please? If it happens to come up along your path. Suppose I ought to tell it to you first, prior to asking a response.
No, of course, sir. What is it? What's on your mind?
If I know my Achilles, then he's being rather guarded when it comes to this predicament we're in. How can somebody be so brash, yet hate to take unnecessary risks? Just let him know I said to risk it all.
Risk it all? Risk what all? He wants what's best for you. He wouldn't want anything to happen.
It's already long since happened. I dare say that right now, provided what you've said is true, then it appears we've more to gain than lose. Isn't fear for the weak?
The writing in this game puts a smile on my face sometimes.
Thanks, sir.
Alright. Well, I don't really feel like we need more coin. We are ready to shop should a shop become available.
Flame wheels.
Yeah, I see him, Zag. You don't have to tell me. It's a real nightmare, is what it is. It's interesting that the Doom going off causes the Hellfire to get popped. I'm not sure why. Because it doesn't, it's not like it does area damage. I don't know, it doesn't behave very consistently, it feels like. Just gonna let that happen to him. Yeah, our Doom does a huge amount of damage, actually. Come on, over here. Got him. Yeah, for real, screw these rooms with timers. Y'all can stay over there. Oh right, I'm supposed to be doing lesser calls. The number of enemies in these rooms, jeez. The greater call thing is just like, it's so ingrained in my brain. It's gotta be that, right? 3 more damage per lightning bolt is still a pretty significant DPS increase. Huge amount of money. This is pre-boss time? Again, wrong button. Yes, pre-boss time. Let's shop. We could have gone for the big amount of money and then gone to shop, but I'm a little worried that with the difficulty of the rooms at this point in the game, we might actually take a lot of damage.
Should come in useful.
Ah, that's a shame. Well, I'll take his vengeance, I guess. Oh, you know what? If we're planning to do lesser calls frequently, I think we're probably... Odds are looking pretty bad on the duo, but I think our build's real good anyway. Yeah, let's just take this. We'll do lots of lesser calls and just get that damage bonus a lot. Right, how long was it? I've already forgotten. 15 seconds? Yeah, we can have that up a bunch. Thank you for the hydrolite.
Ah, at last. There is but one thing I shall give to you, blackguard, other than the razor-sharp point of my blessed spear. You are resilient. Time after time you challenge us. Sometimes I fear I shall develop some sort of grudging respect for you.
I've no such fear myself, Theseus, though I appreciate you noticing. You're quite an inspiration, you know. I wouldn't come all this way to destroy just anyone.
To be destroyed, you mean? I see you, plain monster. You seek the glory of this fight before this crowd? You yearn for it. Then you shall have it, just as often as you please.
Yeah, well, tell the people in Tartarus that. Wow, man. The area of that. Okay, come on now.
Oh, your spirit must be quivering inside.
I mean, it's not great. My spirit does not feel good. Maybe the best thing to do is just to outrange him instead of trying to do the triangle dash. Because it works sometimes, it doesn't work other times, and I don't really have much of a sense of why.
Well, fiend, are you yet fearful for the inevitable end to your foul quest?
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned about it. Oh, that's bad. Can you run over my chariot? Just like my grandma. Oh, oh. Damn it. Of course, Theseus just turns around at that moment. What a monster. Oh, and I'm not remembering to press the button. You know what, you get some of this. Ooh, okay. That was real close. Okay, bad. There we go. Relatively safe over here.
You such sloppy technique.
Yeah, it's a good question. I am missing a lot. Oh, right, my buttons. Right, press the buttons. I hate this. Yeah. I was doomed either way there. Like, we were, without question, going to get hit by that charge if I didn't dash to cover. We all know that when I try to dash through him, what usually happens is it means I just take the shot a little bit earlier. Right, that projectile is so slow.
No! I've just completed the repairs! Gods of Olympus, I shall stop this monster!
I love this. Alright, I think that's got him. I'm just gonna stay back.
I shall return.
Not so good, but hey, we made it.
Finally. There's my shade.
I hope they all thought that was cool. Yeah, not so good. Not so good.
Already made it that far, have you, boy?
Any boons worth giving up?
So, we have to wash off one of these. We don't have rerolls. I think it's going to be Curse of Vengeance. Kiss of Sticks, right? We know the rules. If I need a Death Defiance and don't have the money, there will always be a Kiss of Sticks. Now, we have some questions to answer, though. Is it better to take a defensive thing here? I'm not 100% sure that the laser is long enough for us to actually benefit from distant memory. I wish it was a little... I wish there was a clearer graphical effect. We could just take the tooth or the spiked collar. The spiked collar is 100 health, effectively, if we don't get our Death Defiance back, and 125 if we do. So it's better to take this than it is to take the Lucky Tooth, except it is the case that that's not exactly a one-to-one comparison, because like if you're at 5 health and you have the Lucky Tooth and you get hit for 100, it effectively eats that 95 and then still gives you 100 life back, so it's a little murkier than that, but I think in general the spiked collar is going to be better survivability, at least in the situation we find ourselves in right now. You know, where we don't have any health reductions or anything. It's like that versus... I mean, you do get a lot of encounters in Hades. You get a lot of Palm Blossom levels, but I don't think this is the right call. Or, like, Spear Point, which is kind of whatever. If we had actually leveled this up, I think it probably gets pretty good. I'm assuming it doesn't scale 1 second, 2 second, 3 seconds, because at 3 seconds, this thing's... seems like it'd be real strong. I guess maybe we should level it up and find out. But for right now, I'm going to just take the pool of health, I think. Yeah. Oh, I didn't use my Medusa.
Bad time to be a little short of coin. One more stop.
Well, so we still have her available for some annoying end of branch encounter here. I think this build has a lot going for it.
I've reached the surface.
Are we more powerful than we were last time we got here? Honestly, no, I don't think so. But I do think we're pretty powerful. Okay, so we do have another chance to pull the Revenge Boon, or the Revenge Duo, but it's definitely less interesting now. Is Holy Shield the only revenge we have? Because we washed off our Doom? Yeah, even so, that's still, well, I wish it said a number instead of briefly. Even so, that's some amount of the time that we're just deflecting without having had to do anything, and it'll be some amount of damage as well, so I don't feel too bad about it. We were not offered a... Huh. Okay, we'll go this way. Yeah, we were not offered a heart. That's very unusual.
Come on, let's fight.
I really thought they were gonna die. Like, we should absolutely have not taken damage there, but I thought they were gonna die, so I didn't react as much as I should have. Remember, we do still have the weaken dash, so when we dash, we are dealing damage at the impact point. So against very low health enemies like this, the dash is still an offensive option. Just do a little bit of this. What? Boy, sometimes those beams turn real fast. Yeah, the amount of damage I took in this room is, I might even go so far as to say, unconscionable. He seems to not be aware of where we are, and I'm just going to let him keep not being aware of where we are.
This blasted place need you, do so.
Wow, again, like, his attack happens immediately. There's an animation, but the animation plays after the actual attack occurs, it feels like.
Easy.
Well, I cannot get cover behind this post. I'm trying to use the post to hide from the lasers. What you're actually supposed to do, it, I think, is just, you know, like, walk slowly. But also, what if we just killed the damn thing? I hate the fact that the little rodents have a 0 frame attack. It's so annoying. Wow, that's a hell of a that's a hell of an upgrade. This is bad, but this I think is actually negative value, so yeah, not too happy about that. So I'm not gonna buy anything just yet, because obviously if a Kiss of Styx becomes available, we need to be able to purchase it. I don't think we're gonna go to the palm thing. I think we're gonna go to this one.
Should check this way.
Yeah, man. The amount of damage we are taking in some of these rooms is just bananas. Oh, so the entire room was simultaneously not safe to stand in. And then they do something like that, shoot in a corner where I'm already not standing, where it covers absolutely nothing. I'm just gonna let this occur. Because our dooms hit real hard. They are very solid. Try to just have the thing out in front of us, and it does not work that way. I know that attack is deflectable, but boy, they were just they were very, very careful to never fire it at us in a situation where it could have been deflected. Take this, pots.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, Blood Frenzy's fine. I would have re-rolled on that if we could have, though.
For a huge 3-headed hound. Should be able to get back through here.
Alright, so...
Now for a chat with Cerberus.
Think we're buying Zeus plus Heart. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Oh, my heart. My poor heart. Well, Clouded Judgment seems good. We just have our Frost up 100% of the time. Seems okay to me.
The prince compels the multi-headed hound to let him pass.
Alright. I am obviously pretty nervous. We're going up against non-extreme Hades, but remember, it's a non-extreme Hades with 30% more health who does 60% more damage than usual. So I am far from comfortable. This is possible, but I am far from comfortable. In fact, I would go so far as to say I am very uncomfortable in my chair right now. I'm feeling the same way, Zag.
It seems our realm has many weaknesses. I shall deal with them shortly, then.
Alright, as always, start by boiling your dad. Oh cool, side hustle. Interesting, I don't think I had realized before that he doesn't take the, they don't take the Bloodstone if they still have their blue health. Gosh, I love chill. Okay, you appear right here. Aha, you fool. Why would you do that? What if Demeter did all of the work? I can't believe I took damage on that. Hades has such absurdly long arms.
That we most certainly do.
Alright then.
Oh, well, I hate the louts, but I'd much rather see louts at this point than the chariot that he sometimes summons. Oh god. Jolted's pretty good. We got a lot of jolt damage. Ooh, just barely. Right, I'm forgetting to do the thing. And actually, our stuff is charging up so quickly that we can be doing it a lot. Oops, that early.
Now.
You hear me, Dusa?
Chico's right here.
This isn't what we compensate the Gorgon for.
No, it's him.
Oh boy. We are not doing the amount of damage I would like. I did not see the bloodstone that we ran into down there. Didn't even realize there was a second one up. Okay, one down. That's not gonna get it. Okay, I think... Yeah, shit. I think I'm having some problems with the little guys. Fuck.
Oh, that hurt.
Darkness.
Yeah, it feels like our damage is just really poor. Okay, I was 100% mid-dash there, so that feels shitty.
You truly dare?
Okay, I, again, do not think that I should have taken damage on that one. Remember, we want him to be chilled 100% of the time if possible, because we do have the decay. We have the epic version of the decay, in fact.
Such disrespect from you.
Alright, excellent. Is he impervious right now? Cowardice.
Not yet.
What a time for my god gauge not to be active. Okay. Just making sure those all get killed. You come fight me over here near all the giant glowing red things. Let's make ourselves a spot where we can stand.
Oh, last chance. Not yet persuaded to go back, I see. I have.
Oh, sir. I'm experiencing so much anxiety right now. My stomach's really tight, and it just... I feel bad. Come on! That's not like, oh, he's taking the video game too seriously. I have an anxiety disorder, and this is just kind of setting it off a little bit, on top of this being very difficult. Run into that, you big idiot.
Let me go.
For real, let me go. Mamma mia, let me go.
Boy, you speak none of this to anyone.
Okay, I was not paying enough attention. Somebody else can probably do the math. I don't know if the regain health when you have no Death Defiance's Duo Boon actually saved us there, but I bet it did. I just bet it did. I bet it was just enough health to keep us alive.
Get on. Take me home.
Well, that feels pretty okay, especially after the way this episode began. That said, my stomach hurts.
My father's name.
We're not doing 32 heat again anytime soon. We got it, and it's cool that we got it, but I need the game to be a little easier than that.
Blood of the Titans.
And look what we earned. There it is. Here it is. I saw it during the fight, and I was like, oh god, there's so much pressure. So much pressure to make sure we get surface fish. You know how I love trout. Am I saying that right? Trout?
Right there.
That's my favorite dumb running joke of the series. Oh, did I learn everything there is to know about trout? I did. Entry complete. On the surface, we distinguished between aquatic creatures that live in the drinkable waters of rivers and lakes that dotted the terrain, and those of Lord Poseidon's salt-filled seas. In the former category, the trout is a perfectly common breed, though here in the underworld it cannot be found. Ironic, perhaps, seeing as the trout's lot in its rather short life seems to be little more than to become the sustenance for some other creature, be it a bird or a bear or a man. By the time its tiny soul joins us in the underworld, it cannot be distinguished from that of any other lesser creatures, for they are all contented in this place, having nothing left to fear. That's actually beautiful. I kind of read the trout entry in the codex as a joke.
Prince Zagreus proceeded onward toward a certain doom, entirely too graphic to describe.
But wholly expected.
No, wait!
So I think we've all learned something here about the power of Lucifer.
Showed you that time, Father.
I just got demonetized. I heard it. I heard the sound.
Whoa. Welcome to the House of Hades, where death is our business.
How much nectar do I have? I have 1. I should probably save it for the next run. I guess we have gemstones. Yeah, okay. We will do a thing. Hold on. Let me talk to my dudes.
I have a message for you from the fallen warrior over in Elysium, Achilles, sir. He simply said to let you know to risk it all.
To risk it all? He said to risk it all?
Yes. Is there something significant about that phrase?
When last he said to risk it all to me, I didn't listen to him then, but should have. I should have.
He's asking you to take another chance.
No. He's giving me another chance, I think. Leave me, lad, for now. Thank you for telling me.
We're gonna fix everybody's relationship problems.
And what of the complaints from Elysium? They wanted the lawns thoroughly manicured for their athletic contests.
Already taken care of. Though the flooding in Asphodel, that doesn't look like something we can clear up for quite some time. Fortunately, the residents seem to be getting accustomed to it.
There have been fewer reports about it as of late. And what of the satyr problem? Blasted things are rampant up there still.
Well, they're probably contained up there, at least. And Zagreus has been keeping them in check, hasn't he?
He has.
I mean, I'm certainly trying. Aha! Dad just admitting that I'm doing stuff right. This must be a terrible embarrassment for him.
To oblige my favorite boy with all the treats as I am able to procure.
Damn straight.
Knowing the watchdog's never-ending appetite for treats, the prince obliges him.
And of course, you know. Obviously. Where are we at with Cerberus? Are we... It won't let me open the codex. Listen, we've all seen the animation. I'm not saying stop. I'm just saying let me look at the codex real quick. Alright. Oh. Right. It's glowing because we have something that we can buy. But also, there's new stuff. Stuff for Cerberus! Oh. He gets a ball, obviously.
Here's the commission. Cerberus was never keen on playing ball, but on the other hand, who doesn't like a ball?
Oh, well, if he was never keen... I wish I'd known that. If he was never keen on playing ball, then I wouldn't have... Alright, you know what? We got enough gems. We can do this too.
Here's the fee. Maybe this knitted effigy of some sort of surface creature will keep Cerberus occupied.
Aw. Look at the size of it. Like, look at it relative to Zagreus. Also, obviously.
In the name of Hades, I hereby release Sisyphus from the terms of his pact.
That feels like a big deal. Also, we got more stuff for the West Hall, a death-like table. I could really make Thanatos feel at home here. Look at this ball. Look at the size of this ball. It's bigger than my torso.
Nix, you ever have a burning urge to find the case files for the circumstances under which our court musician bound himself to eternal servitude here in this house and forever lost his opportunity to be with his beloved muse? I was wondering if you had a remedy for that.
Our court musician brings a certain peace to this abode, my child. But you may discover, once you find his case files in section Zeta Pi Omega upper beta folder, that the consequences that he suffers may be quite in excess of his trespasses.
Zeta Pi Omega upper beta folder. I'll look into it as soon as possible.
I have to say, I did not figure Nyx for paperwork. I'm a little surprised that currying favor with her was the way that we figure out where all of the contracts are. Alright, hold on. I'm pretty sure that the Sisyphus thing we just did is worth currency. Let's go get that currency. Oh. The son of the god of the dead shall someday suffer various curses inflicted by primordial chaos. It did not tell us that we were going to get this.
I think Master Chaos just likes messing with me.
I believe that that is the case. Was there not... Find a way to pardon Sisyphus, didn't I? Maybe we have to talk to him again or something. He has to know he's been pardoned. Sure, that makes sense. Okay. Well, back to the administrative chamber then.
Zacharias, I wanted to talk some more if you're available. I mean, if you're free. I mean, if you have time to right now. Is that okay?
Of course, do, sir. Where should we chat? The lounge, or maybe somewhere more private?
He does come on strong, doesn't he?
Somewhere more private, please, if that's okay. Thank you. Zacharias, so ever since you told me you had feelings for me, it's been like my whole mind is on fire. I haven't been able to think straight or get anything done. It's all been so much.
I'm sorry, Dusa. I put a lot on you, and maybe I shouldn't have, since I'm the prince and everything, as you point out, and sometimes I forget myself. I'd never pressure you, it's just... I thought you had these feelings for me, too.
I do have feelings for you, Sully. That's what I've been trying to tell you. It's just... It's just what? Whatever it is, it's okay. You can be yourself with me, Dusa, I promise. I'm glad you put it that way. I'm not looking for an intimate relationship. You're the kindest soul in this whole house, and I have learned so much from you, but when I really think about my feelings, I'm just not attracted to you in that way. I'm sorry. You're a really nice guy.
Oh, look, there's nothing to apologize for, not at all. In fact, all this is a relief. I've learned a lot from you too, and I cherish our friendship for what it is. Do you think that we could still be friends? Or is it better that you didn't see me anymore?
Don't say that! Though, I was going to ask you the same thing. I'd really like it if you'd be my friend. Though, my career comes first, so I don't want you doing any special favors. Promise me? I need to see how far I can get on my own.
I don't... Listen, I really like this ending to this story. I love that there's a relationship in this game that goes this way. It is way too frequent that if there's like a quote-unquote romance plot in a game, the main character gets whatever they want. So this is really nice, showing like another way that things can turn out. And I love that Zagreus is not shitty about it and whining about the friend zone or anything. But what the hell is she talking about? There's not a career track here, right? It's not like someday she's going to get promoted to Hades.
I respect that so much, and yes, I promise to, sir. So, well then, friends? For all eternity?
Yes, friends. For all eternity. Now, I had better go. See you, okay?
Bye, Dusa.
She's far too nice to really be his type anyway, so I think everything about that is good and fine, except that I do not know what she means by her career. No, I know I play my I Got Gently Rejected by a Very Good Friend song. I know it sounds like all of the other songs I always play, but you gotta read the emotion in it. It's the notes I'm not playing. That's what you really gotta listen to. One more. Come on. There it is. Okay, well, back to the administrative chamber. Oh,
Fish
hold
delivery
on.
for the head chef.
I do have a fish delivery for the head chef.
Here, you can have these, chef.
Okay, a diamond. Wow, we sure have gotten a lot of keys today.
You and Thanatos don't work together much anymore, do you, Meg?
No, though he still brings me my assignments every now and then.
Oathbreakers, traitors, and the like. Sending them straight to Tartarus, huh? Must be quite an experience going from living and breathing to being dead to being whisked off by Thanatos straight to you and your whip.
If that's not the experience mortals are looking for, they need only keep their oaths and not betray the ones they're closest to. It's not that hard.
You'd think.
You would think that. It doesn't seem that complicated. Alright, well, I might actually take that deal. Are we going to need 30 keys worth of nectar? Hold on. It's worth considering, but hold on. Oh. Wait, you have something to talk to me about.
Enjoying staring at that bowl I got you, boy. No fun if it doesn't fight back, huh?
The hell-forged, multi-headed monster feels no urgency to waste his precious time on simple playthings, much preferring to conserve his vast energy reserves, in case any trespassers need to be eaten suddenly.
Well, it's there if you change your mind.
Yeah, you know, that's fine. No urgency is fine. Hold on. We have not given Persephone a nectar since we came back to the house this time, and it looks like she might actually take one, so...
Need more of those, so here.
And then we need another one, because I gotta give one to Skelly, too. Hold on. And we want to have 2 for going out, in case we run into Sisyphus, because obviously, he's gonna be overjoyed about the thing, but also we gotta feed Boldy.
I must confess, I do enjoy having a good bottle of nectar every now and then. And you appear to have a careful eye for such bottles, from what I can tell.
My careful eye has got to be the green one, hasn't it? To having a discerning eye, Mother.
Alright. To the thing.
Administrative chamber there.
Oh, also, to Thanatos. I forgot that he showed up and protected us during the run.
Than, what's your relationship with Ares on Olympus? I know he deals in death himself, but his approach seems rather different from your own.
I do not care for his approach at all, but he has been professionally courteous with me. More than I can say for most of your Olympian relatives, I suppose.
You mean the rest of the Olympians don't treat you well?
Discounting Hermes, I should say, the rest of them have nothing much to do with me at all. I can imagine why. I know it's complicated with your father here. But as for Ares, I think he's all right.
Disturbingly all right.
You're going back there?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Back there.
I can see why you might think I would never do such a thing. I might describe Ares as disturbing. I don't know about all right.
Nestled among the towering administrative parchment work of the long-since deceased lies an old document concerning a special pact signed by a once-living court musician who attempted vainly to rescue his wife from death.
Okay, it should be dispatched over to the house contractor now.
All of a sudden we have all these things to buy, and I bet this is going to cost diamonds too, isn't it?
You made it.
Yes, I survived my brief time in the administrative chamber. Did I gift you? I did not.
Oh, neat. Thanks. It's not so bad that you keep coming back like this, is it? At least for me it isn't.
I'm getting used to it, though I don't think I'd feel particularly welcome anymore if not for you, Hypnos.
Zagreus feels a little bit differently about Hypnos than I do.
Orpheus's contract.
Okay, well, only 3 diamonds this time. How do you buy a diamond again? Is it 10 nectar? Yeesh. Okay, well, we're gonna have to get him the old-fashioned way, I think. So it turns out all of a sudden we do need a bunch of nectar again. Oh, wait. I wanted to buy 1 more nectar, because we want to give 1 to Skelly, and then we still want to have 2 for the next run. I mean, listen, it's not that hard to kill a Hydra. We can absolutely just keep killing Hydras for it. And I think most of our weapons are at new rewards, right? Obviously not the bow, because we failed to do the 32 heat run with it several times.
How's it going,
But with everything else, we should be able to get diamonds.
Ah, you're kidding, what? Sometimes, boyo, you make me feel alive again, you know that? Being honest with you here, I'm grateful, really.
If not for you, my friend, I'd have no one to viciously attack with no fear of reprisal whatsoever.
Also, we did earn this.
Oh, no.
I have a feeling I know what this is.
Heh.
It's another statue of you, Skelly.
Oh.
It's amazing.
That's a very fine one indeed.
You really mean that, pal? Look, I'm sorry I messed up your statues, boyo. Really. When I saw them, I just kind of freaked. But then I figured there's no way he's gonna see how they turn out, so I just roll with it, you know?
You shouldn't have underestimated me, mate. But I shouldn't have said such awful things about your statues. You must have really gone out of your way to get them here.
Oh, you better believe it, pal. So how about we call it even? We've been through a lot. Both of us. Really learned from this experience, and now we share a deeper understanding, yeah?
We certainly have, mate. And we certainly do. Wonderful use of color.
I know what you mean, pal.
Victory. Thy name is Skelly. Okay, well, I think we're actually getting quite close to the end of the game at this point. Obviously, we have a couple of situations yet to resolve. I don't know what we're going to do about this Achilles and Patroclus thing.
Anything
we don't have a prophecy for that one yet, right? But we're on our way to this thing. We're very close to this thing. I don't really need the blood all that badly, but I would still like to do this if we can find Karen when we're not at 1 billion heat. And then, yeah, we have plenty of other things to finish. I would like to finish. We spent so much time playing the lair. I would like to finish this one as well. Yeah, but so I don't know what we're gonna do next. Is my point. For plot reasons. Oh, interesting. For plot reasons, we have lots of stuff left to do. Well, we have a few things left to do, but mechanically, I think we've sort of finished the game, so I'm not exactly sure what our next runs are going to look like.
Listen, boyo, I don't know exactly how to put this, so I'm just going to come right out. I need your help with something, and I'll be honest, I don't think you're going to like it.
Okay, this is interesting.
If it doesn't involve hacking away at you with reckless abandon, Skelly, I don't want to hear it. But, oh, you're being serious.
I am. And funny you should put it like that. Boyo, I am asking you to get me out of here. Permanently, if you catch my drift. This standing around stuff just kind of wears on you after a while, you know?
I know. I can only imagine. Tell me what I can do.
That blade of yours back there, it's got a special power. You gotta spruce it all the way up. Your aspect, not somebody else's. Then let me have it with that thing, and I'm out of here.
Then you'd be dead forever. You're asking me to kill you.
I know it's a lot to dump on you, but I got my reasons. I don't exactly have a lot of options here, so give it some thought. Till then, we'll act like nothing's changed, alright?
Alright. Maybe.
Yo, that's weirdly heavy, right? That's a dark request. It's a dark problem with a dark request attached to it. Eternal rest. Well, I guess that's a way of getting diamonds. Okay, so the fully awakened aspect of Zagreus on the sword. What does that even do? It's like move speed or something?
I'll gain more darkness with this.
Attack speed and move speed.
Zagreus.
Well, I mean...
My aspect of Stygius grows stronger. Our bond grows stronger.
Wow.
That's it.
Okay,
You gotta let me have it with that thing.
I thought that was going to be more expensive. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, I just accidentally somehow minimized the game on account of, you know, I'm a professional and I've definitely been using computers for a long time, so obviously... Okay, it's not... Boy, don't break now. Okay, everything's fine. Yeah. Okay. I mean... Gee. I mean, it's real fast, I'll give it that.
That's it. Keep going.
Hold on. I want to do it with your... Hold on. We're gonna reset him. I hate to blue bones you here, Skelly, but I want him to be visible when it happens, because I don't know if something weird might happen, right? So let's not push him all the way into the darkness. Here, we'll push him into the underworld. I'll shove him down the bridge. You're not going to be trapped here anymore, Skelly. To Tartarus with you!
Finally free, boyo.
Farewell, Skelly.
Wow.
What?
Oh, wait.
Got you pretty good again, didn't I, boyo? I am asking you to get me out of here. All that stuff about your blade and your aspect, I mean, you ate all of it right up.
He couldn't think of any other way to get me to hit him again.
It appears I've been the victim of an elaborate prank. Not sure that I appreciate it, Skelly. What if I were to never hit you again? How would you like that?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, come on, boyo. It was just a joke. I figured things could lighten up a little here. Don't need to do anything rash.
That's a very fucked up joke. That's, like, really not cool.
Then no more tricks like that again.
Oh, apparently we've unlocked a considerable amount of additional hearts for Skelly. Huh. Maybe there's more to this story than I thought there was going to be. Alright, well, hold on. I'm going to go collect on that prophecy. This episode's actually going to end up being 4 hours long.
The prophecy has been fulfilled. I guess I'm glad Skelly's not permanently dead.
Yeah, I'm actually legitimately mad at him. Okay, weird. I wonder how we... Do I get more hearts with him by killing him? For real, this time you're going out into Tartarus because I don't want to see your ass anymore. Get out of here. Yeah, take that right in the femur. Oh, okay, there we go.
I'm alive.
Yeah, weird. Alright, let's go buy that contract, and then I think maybe we're actually going to stop for the day. This one kind of got away from me. A little bit.
In the name of Hades, I hereby release Orpheus from the terms of his pact.
What? Where did you unearth that blasted contract?
Okay. It all got weird. It all got a little weird. Okay, I think, though, we're going to stop here for today. I think we're probably going to use the sword for the next run just because it's got the glow. It's got the thirst. I don't know what aspect we'll use. I did just spend all of my blood, so I can't upgrade anything. I don't really find the aspect of Arthur all that fun. Maybe we'll just do Poseidon. We'll try to figure out like a cool cast thing that we haven't done before. But I am definitely out of time for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're going to give some nectar to Aphrodite, and I have no idea what else. I have actually no idea what else we might do. And we'll see you then.